This is the story of a crazy but exhausting weekend. A story of 5 gyms in 48 hours, attempting to climb all the V0 through V2 bouldering routes. It's a story inspired by Hannah Morris's 48-hour bouldering challenge, and hang tight, because it's a good one. This was the plan. We'd start with On the Rocks in Elyria Friday night, then hit up RockMill in Akron, on the way down to Chambers Purely Boulders in Columbus. Sunday morning would be vertical adventures in Columbus, then we'd finish it out with Urban Krag, a climbing gym in an old church in Dayton. Friday night, it was rainy. I conveniently forgot my entire climbing bag at home, so I rocked some rentals. Our gym, we had heard through the grapevine, was one of the hardest rated gyms in the area, so we wanted to complete it first while we were fresh. Ten routes in, we hit our first roadblock, a red V2 that we'd both done before, but tonight we couldn't quite get it. It took a bit, but I managed to snag this end. No celebration though, because a white V2 right next to it proved to require more flexibility and mantling strength than either of us had. We finished the rest of the routes, and with the gym about to close, our friend April stepped in to help us send the route, while Jed and I stood by, both grateful and disappointed. We went home, a bit of a rough start, and feeling a bit defeated, but hopeful for the gyms to come. Tomorrow would be a new day. We got to our second gym, RockMill, around 9:30 a.m., ready to redeem ourselves. The stoke was high, my friends. The stoke was high.
Samurai sword on my back. You don't know how to act. Maybe you should relax. Maybe you should relapse. Just kidding.
We just got done at RockMill, and what are your thoughts about RockMill, Jed?
It was way easier. Like, we did what, 29 routes?
We did 29 routes.
I flashed 27 routes. And the
Yeah.
hardest that they could have potentially been rated was a V4.
Riding the high, we drove the 3 hours down to Chambers Purely Boulders in Columbus. I was nervous that since it was a bouldering-only gym, it would be huge, but it turned out to be the perfect size to make for a nice, chill, third gym in session. We finished climbing around 7:40. I used the opportunity to foam roll and stretch, as we were now 3 gyms in, and I was starting to feel fairly sore. After making a snowflake to add to the snowflake wall, it was time to head to a truck stop to spend the night car camping. Before going to bed, we both applied a generous amount of hand cream to our burning, aching hands, and we fell asleep rather quickly. Good morning, it is Sunday, and we have 2 gyms left on our list. I'm feeling pretty good. I think he's feeling pretty good. It's always kind of hard to tell until you actually start climbing. We headed to our fourth gym, Vertical Adventures in Columbus. This route is a really good example of how I'm starting to lose my energy. It was a really easy route, or at least it should have been, but it seemed to take a lot of effort after all the routes we'd done before. It burned our hands to climb, but we pushed through, adding a few more climbs to our tick list. A 36-minute session, our shortest yet. How are you holding it?
Like this, because if I let it get into the crease, that's where all the friction is. Clear.
Thank you. Alright, so we just finished gym 4 out of 5, and our hands are feeling
Real worn.
Yeah, our hands are feeling like this. It doesn't look bad, but it's bad. So it's 12:24. We made coffee and we have an hour. Oh, we have an hour drive to our last gym of the challenge. I still feel like we're gonna get through it.
I think so too. It just depends if they're like super hardcore or not.
We have 5 hours.
Whoa.
Basically.
That is a crazy looking gym.
Yeah, it's cool, huh?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I haven't seen the inside of it. Oh. We were tired, but hallelujah, our prayers for an aesthetic gym to ease our weary souls into a slow but sure final hurrah were answered in the gym inside of an old church known as Urban Krag.
Pretty good. Just need a minute to recover.
Gotcha.
Really tired. I can't grip anything and I'm sweating too much. And then I got 100, so that's pretty good.
We're absolutely exhausted.
Yep.
We're done though.
Very much.
We got 105 routes.
But we still got 50 minutes.
We have 50 minutes left. We can't give up.
There's a couple more routes. I could at least try a few more.
Alright.
By far the longest we spent at one gym. I'm done.
This man did so good. And just like that, our 48 hours was up. 110 routes for Jed, 98 routes for me, and one whirlwind of a weekend. If you like this video, please give it a like, and feel free to leave a comment. I love reading them. Nothing is complete without a pizza cheers. Until next time, stay hyped.